Helen did not fit in. She knew. She trailed the other neophyte curators, shuffling through the tunnels. The golem, Dr. Grave, was assembling them for a sudden, unrehearsed ceremony. Although the doctor governed the Cromlechon keep, he was not its ultimate leader. He answered to 2 grey lords, the more reclusive of which was losing its healer and required a replacement. He led the parade of candidates to the amphitheatre. It was a solemn time, especially for Helen. A former acquaintance lay dying in the chamber ahead, and she mourned for her already. Distracted by thoughts of death, she had forgotten to fetch her banner. Irresponsible, she knew. Many rites required using it. Too late now. Maybe no one would notice. Better march forward ill-prepared than fetch it and be late. The other initiates proceeded in full regalia, and their unmarked flags swayed from staffs in front of Helen. Admittedly, they were more prepared for any ceremony than she was, but the occasion did not deter them from gossiping. They were less concerned about paying respects to the failing curator, and more concerned about being selected to serve the lesser of the 2 greys. They did not want to be here, but they would never question or delay the customs within the keep. Helen found their chatter disrespectful. I wonder what she did to be sentenced to serve Lord Echo. His next will become cursed like her. Is her body contagious? What was her name anyway? The healer's name was Sharon, Helen reflected as she fiddled with a silk ribbon to secure a braid. She would never forget receiving the tie. Even though Sharon had been Echo's curer for as long as anyone could remember, and therefore isolated from the keepers, the 2 had experienced the end of the ill age together. One never forgets the moment parents die. 20 years ago, Helen and Sharon were little girls. Sharon hailed from Clan Quall and often accompanied her parents to the Highlands to purchase pelts from Helen's family. She always hid behind her mother, caring for a rag doll. She was detectable regardless, since her hair was a luminous skein of orange curls. The sun's rays seemed to get trapped within those curls and grew more orange as if inflamed. Sharon said little to nothing during these exchanges. Sharon's doll was attractive. Its dress was a weave of shiny silk ribbons. Its glass eyes looked wondrously glossy. If not for their miniature size, they appeared lifelike. Crafting those marbles surely involved magic, Helen had thought, and so the doll must be magical too. Helen's father, always encouraging adventures, wrapped Helen in a feline pelt and sent her and Sharon into the fields to play. Helen had been petite as a girl and could enrobe herself entirely within the fur hood. Sharon followed, in awe of it. In Quall, all clothes had been handmade, so Sharon could not conceive how the furry shawl was crafted. A cat and a little doll chased each other, carefree in grass taller than they, until they heard a distant, urgent shouting. I have not heard my father's voice since then. This has been Spawn of Dyscrasia, Dyscrasia Fiction Book 2, written by S.E. Lindbergh, narrated by Kathy Bell Denton. Copyright 2014 by Seth Lindbergh. Production copyright 2015 by Kathy Bell Denton.